depending on what it is, it actually can be quite heavy.
20, 30 pounds?
Holding a sword, and
I've held a real sword before. They can be heavy.
No, I do not keep any swords in the house anymore. I used to, but I got rid of all of them when I had Gwen.
Cheap imitations at home. I don't have a real fucking katana. Mine's all cheap imitation.
I have
Most of mine is cheap imitation.
I have 4 real
cut.
weapons, and they're hidden throughout the house.
But yeah, more or less we get.
I know where your fucking cutlery is. I can get me a good knife.
No, I actually have a couple.
I've seen Halloween.
I have a couple actual weapons. They're hidden in the house.
But yeah, we do get a quantum leap here with April and Kenshin switching places. Yay, quantum leap.
Yeah.
But it's not, because they don't actually... It's not a quantum leap. Because she doesn't become him. They did switch places.
Yeah. But then we also have the same old gimmick
of... fainting because Splinter...
fuck you, I'm going to hurt you.
Splinter.
Thank you. Thank you for coming into our house. Oh, fuck a wreck.
Oh, I hated that. And it was played
you had that effect on people, don't you, Master?
Yeah.
Out cold.
6-year-old mentality. This was fucking made for children. And it would have been fine if this doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's like taking Freddy fucking Krueger.
Yep.
Doing the first movie, then doing a second movie where they tone it down so it plays like the fifth, then doing a third movie and toning it down so it plays like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, you mean like the old HBO series?
No, because even that was too severe to be like, Gwen, sit down and watch this.
Fair enough.
Turtles...
It's more along the lines of Toxic Avenger then, where they had the Toxic Crusaders.
If you're watching real close, whenever we go to the sewer den...
Where'd you get a cookie?
It's following a very specific filming format. And I can't believe when I caught it I was pissed. Have you ever fucking seen Pee-wee's Playhouse as an adult? Have you watched it?
Yep.
Because if you have, it's fucking Turtles 3 in the sewer.
Yeah.
It plays exactly like that. The characters that come through the windows, the way the camera angles work, the quick disposition, moving from one comment to another.
Terrible looking people.
Yes.
Yeah.
It plays like Pee-wee's fucking Playhouse.
Yep.
Exactly like it.
It's a fucking nightmare, is what it is.
Walker's going to be Morpheus.
If only. Actually, technically speaking, there is that crack about, hold it there, Zorro dude, in which case the guy actually ends up being in the Zorro movie from the 2000s, I think. It's like late 90s, early 2000s.
The first one?
Which Zorro movie?
Yeah, the one with...
the Mark Mask of
Antonio
Zorro?
Banderas.
Yeah.
If it's the first one, then it's fucking awesome, because that movie's good.
And that's the 90s.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, it was somewhere around there.
Second one
It was
fucking
after this movie came out, so after 93.
First one's amazing.
First one's great. Second one's a huge disappointment.
Because they made him a drunk and shit.
It's way more than that. We're not reviewing that movie. I have a lot to complain about.
We'll get to that later. We're going to try to bring back movie reviews.
We're going to review Turtles 3, but we're not going to review the fucking Legend of Zorro.
Right now, we're talking about things that matter, Shane.
Yeah. Because this matters for Sentai. Bring it up in the What's Up.
I miss those terrible looking robots.
Which, by the way, if you got to get your old lady to work, we better press on. So... Now we get to shitty rubber suits for the guards. Because rubber armor. What's the matter? Having trouble drinking your drink?
You know what? I'm going to say something here. The reason we're not going to make fun of the fact that their armor is rubber is 2 things. 1, Super Sentai.
Yeah.
Things like Kamen Rider and shit like that always wear cloth and denim armor and rubber and
or
things
the
like that.
terrible battleizers.
And let's also be fair about something else. Some of the worst fucking armor ever crafted in movie history made one of the best movies to have ever existed. The Stormtroopers are a goddamn joke.
Oh yeah, that armor sucks.
Their armor is completely fucking ridiculous.
Clank.
Not just in the way that it looks, but in the way that it is. Like, you can see when they turn and shit that it's just fucking flaps of plastic.
Yep.
Well, I think they look cool.
So armor is always stupid and cheap.
Yeah. But then we also get to the daimyo being superstitious about April, which we already covered. Fucking
also
cutting up her Walkman, fucking being interrogated.
But that's the first time we get to see that guy
but you also
being
get
legitimate.
back to the present between
Walker?
before then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's the first time we're introduced to a villain that didn't just play stupid.
Dude, I like the Ninja Turtles, but it's sad when I like the villain in this movie more than I like the Turtles.
Yeah.
Because, not Nobunaga.
He replaces the Shredder, and a lot of people were pissed about that, and they've never gotten over it, nor will they. But let's be honest here. He's a better villain than most anybody Toka and Razar, were there actually good villains? Was there any fucking intelligence behind them at all?
They were starting to get...
Bang!
They got defeated. They got defeated by literally 1980s cartoon shit. They pushed a barrel and then shoved a fucking fire extinguisher in their mouth.
In which case they should be dead.
They were getting a little smart because they realized that...
but they don't.
Yeah.
I know.
They don't actually accomplish anything besides being fucking dumb cannon fodder.
Like I said
Tokar
before,
fucking...
Are they
Yes.
good villains?
Razor...
That's fine.
Bang.
But we're also, like, the fucking foot soldiers the same. The foot soldiers are nothing but fucking cannon fodder. The fucking ridiculousness of Tatsu, the only thing he does is grunt and get his ass kicked.
Right.
Oh, you mean Goldar?
All I'm saying...
Goldar accomplished more in his fucking time than Tatsu.
Yeah.
Goldar actually
All I'm
beat
saying-
the Rangers on occasion.
And that Shredder in the first movie, he kicked the Turtle's ass.
Yeah.
He made one mistake.
He was intelligent, and he was well thought, and aside from making his one mistake, because anger makes you stupid,
Yep.
Leo learned that the hard way.
like, Shredder was competent.
Shredder learned
Then
that
they
the
go
hard
to the
way,
second
too.
movie, and they shit on everything that made the Shredder what he was.
He didn't do a fucking thing
He
except...
he has the fucking turtles dead to rights, and he stands over there like, I look so fucking menacing.
And while you may look menacing, that ain't killing them.
Yeah.
They're not dying from your menacing look.
He should have gutted Raph right there at the very beginning. Raph shouldn't be alive right now.
Yep.
But he was an incompetent, stupid fucking villain by the second
Walker?
movie. Now, Walker, at first he sees something he wants. She has something. He knows that's technology. He doesn't quite understand it. But she has access to something that he could fucking do something with. He could sell it. He could make money. He could be more powerful.
And then it gets destroyed.
Yeah, but he still wants it. So what?
Yeah.
If you break one of his guns, he can make a new one. He knows what technology is. He doesn't understand how that thing works. He has no clue. But you're talking about the time when trade was opened up in Japan because of a model train. That's how it happened. A guy came over with a toy train and he said, check this out. He built a little track, he put it down, he flipped the little thing, and it went around the track by itself. And the Emperor said, oh my fucking God.
I need that shit.
I fucking need that shit.
Yep.
That's what opened trade with Japan. So when you see technology and you understand it and you don't understand that, but you know you can make a lot of money,
He's clever as shit.
he wants it. So he goes over there to get it, and then she starts talking shit, and he's like, you know what, it's not worth it. Yeah, you can go ahead and kill her, fuck her.
Yep.
To me, he's still a waste of space.
He's literally fucking...
He's the only thing doing something in this
He's
movie.
manipulating the Emperor.
Yep.
Easily manipulating him. You can see it. Yeah. It's because he's like, well, if you don't...
All right, Daimyo, I brought you some guns and some cannons. I got a whole bunch on the boat. You ready? No, we do not need your guns just yet. Niles! Cause trouble!
Go get me
Make
that
them
fucking...
want guns!
Go get me that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because the Emperor's dumb enough to believe that this little fucking, as we called it, ancient egg timer can fucking solve his problems in the war. I want it. Don't break it, though, because I do want to sell it.
Now, in the present, the Turtles are still trying to figure out this Kenshin guy, and Mikey's over there like...
Figuring out the Kenshin guy? God damn it, Donnie on his motherfucking Apple II has scanned the damn thing.
He scanned the...
Has a whole 3D model on his fucking Apple II computer.
But Mikey...
That you can only play fucking Oregon Trail on.
Maniac Mikey... Maniac Mikey is standing next to Kenshin asking, how'd you get in April's pants?
Kappa.
Wow.
Cappuccino? No, can't have that. Makes me hyper. Makes you hyper. Maniac Mikey makes you... Really?
Dude. Everything about this is fucking sad
Donnie
and stupid.
knows tech.
Oh, then yeah, that technobabble is the worst fucking technobabble I think I've ever fucking
straight
heard.
up bullshit babble.
If you took every single word he fucking said, wrote it down, and actually looked it up, he spoke a whole lot of nothing.
Well, come on. Okay. So then Casey comes down the fucking.
Oh yeah, let's bring in some heavy artillery.
Yeah.
Casey, and Casey wants to jump into a fight.
Casey proved to you
Yep.
that the fucking education system failed. After fucking all that babbling, he's like, "Can you speak that in American?"
To which case, then,
Look,
fucking Kenshin explains it, and you're talking about 4 turtles who were raised on PBS versus Kenshin.
And that motherfucker
Clearly, fucking the turtles don't know shit.
Yeah, he knew what he was talking about. He understood Donnie.
Yeah. Which is also fucking ridiculous.
And he was like, "Oh, so you guys are well educated."
Yeah. Fuck that.
Not about quantum physics, bitch.
Yeah.
That goes beyond quantum physics,
Yeah.
I think.
No,
You're talking about time displacement and somehow crafting an item scientifically. It's not even mystic, because he was able to scan it and literally...
Mystic.
He was able to scan it and actually figure out how it scientifically worked.
Yeah.
Meaning that is such perfect, fine craftsmanship that it broke the laws of time.
Yep.
Fine craftsmanship. We're going to talk about craftsmanship.
Oh, I know.
We're going to talk about that badass fucking Smith. That man is the greatest Smith of all time.
Yep.
Back in the past, we get April in the jail and meet Casey's ancestor.
Is he a pirate? He's a pirate.
Oh, we did forget one.
I thought they were kind of
No,
pirates.
he's an English guy
Smuggler
that works on the ship with Walker. Walker, he works for Walker.
Yep.
Walker is
Which,
like...
once again, Walker is manipulating the system. He purposely made one of his own guys into a traitor so that he would go down to the prison to see something from a different point of view, because he needs somebody that can infiltrate the rebel spectrum.
Yep.
Because he wants to fuck both sides.
Yep. But, of course, we did forget one other thing. They're told that they only have 60 hours to get back, or basically 2.5 days.
Yeah, because...
So if we're not back in 2 days, we're turtle soup.
Because reasons, by the way. No actual reason.
In which case,
to
by
move
the way...
plot forward so I can stop watching.
But by the way, at the same time, April shows up at night, she gets interrogated during the day, and then now she's in the fucking prisons, like, maybe by about 4 or 5 o'clock. So we're almost coming up on April being there a full day. I want you to remember this.
Oh, by
Actually,
the
did
way...
they say 2 or 3 days?
2.5.
In terms of ancestors in this fucking film, we see a lot of them, and it bothers me.
Yep.
Because we also saw Splinter's ancestor.
Yep.
They make that hard transition, saying exactly...
When she's like, "Oh, you look familiar too," and it zooms into the rat's face, then it transitions to Splinter.
That's not just a clever transition, because... The reason I know it's not just a clever transition is because when they make that cut, they're trying to be clever by saying, check out how much we're digging into the history. Because what we're witnessing in this movie is the creation of the Shadow Warrior organization.
Yep.
And we see the great-grandfathers. Great, yeah.
Lord
but
Nornaga,
you get the idea.
a.k.a. Tatsu's great-ancestor.
I don't know. I didn't read that, but I know that Yoshi, without a doubt,
Yeah, Yoshi.
is the Hamato line.
Yep.
Yeah, that little kid Yoshi.
He will grow up and bear children, which will bear children, which will bear children. And all those people, like that lady and shit like that, look at their heads. They're forming the first foundation of what will become the Shadow Warriors.
Yep.
Those ninjas that will later lead to everything that then reenacts the foot in the first film.
Okay.
So if they're throwing all this at us, that was not just a transition. That's his great rat grandpa.
Yep. Technically, great.
Yeah, we can't even.
Rats
Yeah,
have
exactly.
really teeny, tiny lifespans.
So like if the turtles would have ran into 4 turtles, they could have been like transition.
Yes.
Yes.
Except that.
In fact, the whole reason turtles are turtles is because fucking Donatello swallowed a goddamn tadpole.
Yep.
Yeah, he said he.
Yeah,
he
that's
swallowed-
not a joke.
I was like, I hope
think
that-
I swallowed a frog. I hope that wasn't an ancestor. Okay, in which
Well, you'll
case-
know if it's an ancestor because
So
you'll start
speaking in which,
disappearing.
we went back in time, right? No,
Not-
the turtles. The
we
turtles
are
getting
on the
set.
cusp
Okay.
of it.
We're still working on.
We're working on Mikey trying to hand out pants, being like,
Yeah, trying
well,
to be
I mean,
smart.
if he came back and has April's clothes, I don't want the other dude to come back butt
But-
naked.
yeah.
To be honest, that's one of the smartest things he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
He-
gonna call, and I'm going to call some bullshit on this part.
Go ahead.
When they switch, they don't take their clothes with them, right?
No, you wear the clothes of the person.
The turtles shouldn't have shells. Because those guys came back and they weren't naked. They had these weird leotard things on, which was an idea that they switched with the turtles, and that is clothing.
Yep.
If they don't take their clothes with them, they show up naked. Or they show up in his fucking trunks. They showed up in leotards, which meant the shells stayed here and retransmorphed into something else. The turtles shouldn't have shells.
Yep. Of course, at the same
Mikey
time...
should be the only one with a shell.
Yep. But at the same time, considering the fact that this is a movie for little kids and we can't show wee-wees...
No,
You
I
know.
would argue with that because you didn't get to see it necessarily, but you saw Alex Mack naked on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't view that plot hole.
Sure.
Basically.
So
Hardcore.
my
don't
question
view
is: now that they
plot hole, but
teleported,
yes.
now that they transported,
And I saw your face in the very first episode when she discovers her power. She turns into liquid. She goes behind a box. She rematerializes. You see her from this part down, and she's very much naked. And they even make a comment about it. And she's like, "Hand me my clothes."
Yeah.
So Nickelodeon was allowed to show a naked 13-year-old. Just saying.
Because she was behind a box. But at
Exactly.
the same time, I don't think they were smart enough to think, hey, look, there's mannequins everywhere. Let's get a fucking
Exactly.
Austin Power shot going.
what I want to know is that they said that the person in the past must be holding the scepter, while the person in the future is holding the scepter.
So what were the four guys doing? Riding around? Because they were on horses.
Yes!
So all four guys were riding
And
in a
holding-
circle while holding on to this scepter
Yeah.
Were they circle jerking
in
then?
the middle of a battle.
Yeah, I
Because
think
those
the
are the
only
one.
thing,
That's the one
yeah.
rule that they made clear. I must hold this while you hold it.
Yeah.
Yes. So all four guys were on horses in the middle of a fucking feudal war zone holding a scepter into the air.
In which case, the only thing I could think of is...
And
much-
one of them was backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, dude.
Circle
Clearly, they're not
jerking.
professionals. Okay.
Circle jerking. There you go.
Yeah, because Mikey ends up backwards holding the fucking scepter.
Yeah. So I think that the one dude, like, there was the fight. The one dude grabbed it, went to jump up on his horse, fucked up, and ended up upside down and backwards. And he was like, fuck, somebody help. And much like fucking a matchmaking queue, if you're playing an online game like Halo or anything like that, you get a little bit of time to get the fuck in there and join the battle. So, all the four turtles grab it. Well, too much mass for one dude to just fucking switch. So, somebody else comes over to help him, somebody else comes over, and four dudes are coming over to help stabilize this
But they
dumb
were all on
motherfucker.
horses. So look
Yeah.
at like the
The ridiculousness of watching four
Right.
because
men.
that would have to be a horse has to be here. No, because they have to be facing forward. So this guy has to lean way over the top of his horse, while this guy's on the side, and this guy turned around to show the ass of his horse to the face of that horse.
Yeah.
And they had to form a cross.
So basically,
A cross of horses.
Basically, these four motherfuckers are in battle, and they look like the most ridiculous assholes. Because you're
Yes.
fighting, and you're like, what the
fuck are they doing over there?
Why are they?
Somebody shoot an arrow.
God damn!
Well, of course, in the middle of a battle, you're not exactly going to be able to pay attention to four dumbasses sitting way the fuck in the back.
I feel like they would stand out, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm trying not to be stabbed.
If me and Shane are fighting
I'm trying
here,
not
trying
to
not
be
to
stabbed.
trying not to die, I'm not exactly going to be paying attention to what the fuck's going on at your neighbor's
like this,
house.
fighting Seth and being like, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
You
What's Bill's
mean-
neighbor doing?
You mean like they do in the finale when everyone's fighting and all of a sudden,
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Can't remember the finale.
So where
Fell
are
asleep.
we?
It's fun.
Mikey's being taken into
Mikey
the
is
jungle.
riding the horse, and he says that He's like, they don't know how to ride horses, obviously, because they're 4 giant turtles. And
You're
he's
lucky mine doesn't even have a
like,
head.
mine doesn't even have a head.
Makes sense that they don't know how to do it. I'm fine with it.
Whoa, good horsey.
And then they fucking get separated.
Easy. Whang,
Yep.
and he gets hit.
I'm okay with this part. I get how they would have got separated. I get why the mass confusion would have happened.
Right.
Yeah,
To
I've
which
never
case-
seen 5-foot tall turtles fucking riding a horse.
Right.
Which would be-
In which case,
Mikey
I
gets-
think at this point...
Mikey gets taken and someone grabs the scepter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
'Cause they
takes
wanna-
it.
they
when
wanna
they
leave it
when they
open.
see his face, she's not an idiot. She understands their lore, and they know, or at least she does, that many years ago, 4 fucking monsters rose up from out of the fucking depths and took out the Lord.
Which looks like Shredder.
Yeah.
And the scroll, it looks like Shredder. So
Yeah, that's because...
But he said, but not.
That's because, again, this movie was supposed to be, once again, based off the comic books.
Yep.
Much like how TGRI McDouchebag from the last movie was supposed to be one of the Krang aliens.
Right.
This time, since it's supposed to cover the whole Mask story, basically Shredder went back in time. Well, we best go back in time to get Shredder.
And
But since we didn't get that movie has already happened, but hasn't happened. It's already happened for them, but it hasn't happened for the turtles.
And
Yep.
not
Like an alternate
Nobunaga.
universe turtles.
No, it's not an alternate.
Okay.
See, this has already happened. 4 turtles. The Shredder's evidently not dead. So there was a 4th movie that we never seen where the Shredder. It was actually
Which-
would have been the 5th.
The 4th movie was actually supposed to be called Next Mutation.
The fifth movie never got made, but the 5th movie is hinted at in the 4th movie, where the daughter of the Shredder specifically tells the turtles, "There's a danger from your past." Mm-hmm. She's basically like, "We're going to meet again, and he's going to kill you."
Yep.
So there was a 5th movie where they were supposed to go back in time and fight the Shredder, where he somehow went back in time and was going to change history and built himself up as a lord, and then they go back and stop him. And then Shredder has a descendant in that time, which goes on to become Noranaga. Mm-hmm. So Noranaga is a descendant of the Shredder.
Yes. Yes. They even
Yep.
mentioned that because he's like, when he opens up the scrolls and they see the turtles in him, he's like, they destroyed my ancestor. Now they're coming for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So, since she knows this, and this is a
Yep.
fucking weird green monster, she immediately says, "Holy shit. He came here because of that thing."
Yep.
So, if he gets that thing back, he's gonna leave. I'm hiding it. Because
Yep.
if he can't go back, he has to stay here. If he has to stay here, we have a chance against Noranaga.
Yep.
But later on, it's revealed that someone else grabbed the scepter and hid it.
Yoshi.
No, she took it.
She still did it. Grandpa basically said, "Don't blame her. I told her to do it."
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
I could have sworn that it was Yoshi that took
Yoshi
it.
gave it back to them. Yoshi knows where it is, but she's the one that was there. She's the one that took the monster. She's the one that had the relic. And the old man said, "Okay, if you're right about this, if they get a hold of that, they go back, hide that fucking thing.
Yep.
Because if they have to be here, they're our weapon against Noranaga."
Yep.
That's the reason they don't get the scepter back.
Right.
Because her and the old man decided to hide it, and Yoshi knew where they hid it.
I understand. You're losing a fucking war. And
It's weird because in the past, it's not actually an awful movie. It's everything in the future, or present, or present past, because we're way past that now.
Yeah.
My opinion, if the turtles weren't in this movie, this would have been a decent.
I actually
Right.
think that if you were to take and edit the movie so we don't see any of the future content, it might actually be watchable.
Yep.
Minus the terrible costumes.
I can live with that because I watched.
Believe it or not, they look better when they're in the armor.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm getting at. In the past,
Yeah,
it doesn't look nearly as bad as it looks in the future stuff.
Right.
It's like all the money went for the past set.
Exactly.
If we just would have turned this movie on and April would have shown up in the past and we already know that actress and we're like, "Oh fuck, what's going on?" and then the turtles appear in the past and just don't fucking explain it. Let us wonder, and be like, we've only got 60 fucking hours to get back. We got to find that thing. We'd be like, this is kind of like an episode from the series. I don't need enough.
Right.
I don't need all the information.
This movie ruined. Casey Jones is a badass.
Casey Jones fucking sucks now.
In this movie.
He's a babysitter.
He's
worse than a babysitter.
He's supposed to be a hardcore motherfucker.
But he
fucking
can't
sucks.
be because fucking parents lost their minds at the first Turtles movie, and they decided that everything from then on had to be made for kids.
And the second movie actually got shit on too because it was too violent.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm gonna ask you something. Where are we in the movie right now?
Let's see. No, technically speaking, if they just got carted off, then technically we're in the past, we're in the future.
How far?
1600s?
No. What is this? We're a half an hour in?
Oh, we're
Probably.
a half hour to 45 minutes.
Stop and think about that. You're watching a Turtles movie. You're a half an hour in. They haven't thrown a single fucking punch yet.
That's what we're about to do.
Right.
They're getting close to their fight scene.
Yeah. That's
Their
Their first fight scene.
Because, let's see, the first thing that we got to do is we got to go back to the future where the guys are about to throw down with the king.
I'm sorry.
With the prince.
I got to backtrack because of what you said.
And then...
I'll let you think about that.
Let's see.
When you said that...
Then,
Someone get the wash. Because I'm hearing a buzzer.
When you said that the first movie was too violent, and they dumbed down Casey Jones to be basically worse than a babysitter, all he did in the first movie was fight a giant turtle. Hit fucking...
fought the giant turtle.
What's the ball guy's name?
He beat the shit out of a bunch of
Tatsu.
foot soldiers to
Tatsu.
allow them to escape.
He beat that guy with a...
He beat up Tatsu with the fucking 9-iron.
And then he hit a button.
He finished off Shredder.
And then he oops.
And he pressed the
Oops,
button.
I killed someone.
Yeah.
I love that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his attitude and overall personality added to the movie and let us understand what kind of person he was. And he had fight scenes, and they were legitimate, and his attitude reigned legitimate throughout the course. He was even after everything had happened, he still would have fought the Turtles in one-on-one, because when they growl in his face, he's like, hey, I told you, I hate it when you fucking do that. Like, he has this attitude about him that works for him, that builds the character. In this... Are you fucking kidding me?
They bring him in.
He's ready to throw down a couple of times, and then instead all
But
he
he
fucking
never
does
carries-
is he grabs the remote and turns on the TV.
Yeah, he's not actually ready to throw down ever. He never carried that same attitude.
Yeah.
No.
He's a goddamn joke.
His attitude is, I'm just hanging out with you guys for the day.
Yeah.
Which,
In fact, when he showed up because they asked
He was
him.
itching for a fight. He was like, okay, guys, when are we going to bust some heads?
Yeah, I didn't feel anything from him.
Okay, what I did like is how he did say, hey, Leo, Donnie, Mikey.
Hey, Raph, how'd that brain surgery go?
I like how him and Raph have that, that, kind of like that.
Yeah, but
that
it just
rivalry.
seemed dumb to me.
It was dumb.
There was nothing in it that made me feel like that was Casey.
They never fleshed it out because we all know Raph.
It's not even about fleshing it out. Look, there are guys in movies that can say one line, and you'll remember it and be like, did you fucking see that dude? Or something like that. You never feel anything from the actor that's playing Casey Jones. It feels forced and stupid.
To be fair,
Yeah.
when they told him that he has to stay here with Splinter, I know that he was supposed to do this, but it looked like it was real life. He was like, why am I fucking here?
Yeah.
Because it was real life. And his attitude towards the acting job that he accepted brushed off on the character, making it quite possibly the worst one of the worst elements. Yes, all the costumes and things like that are fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of human physical actors, he may be the worst represented thing in the movie.
Yeah.
And when the guards show up, he was like, I knew it. I'm missing out on all the fun.
Yeah, there's three good things from future Casey. First is, all right, boys, let's play a little hockey. All right, do like on the TV.
Oh,
TV.
hockey.
And they start punching each other, and he literally goes, what? And, kind of hops up a bit, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I can work with it.
And he pulls down the mask. Fucking, what do you... screw it, I can work with this. And puts the mask back down. Like, okay,
the
let's
mask.
do
The
this.
mask is not the original mask.
Yeah, it's not even the right mask.
Yeah. It's an actual legit nowadays fucking goalie mask.
I miss the attitude that he had in the first movie.
Yeah.
Since he didn't carry that over, it doesn't feel like Casey. It makes him one of the worst fucking things in the movie.
Not being in the second movie, I think, hurt him a lot. Believe it or not, they would have dumbed his character down. In the
don't
second
get
movie.
me wrong. Like when you go to him being the quote ancestor, when they made him cut off his hair.
Oh, you mean
grow the beard out? Yeah,
that character's played well.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm getting at. It seems like they filmed this twice.
Yeah,
like they filmed all the in the past shit, and it felt like it worked. And for what it was worth, it's not great. But it could have passed as a shitty movie.
Yep.
But then they filmed all this shit from the future. And it just seems like the actors are burnt out and done with it.
Yep.
April puts in a less than stellar performance.
Yeah. But it seems like she does a lot better in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the beginning.
Yeah. And that's because, again, she somehow bought a personality at the fucking flea market. This time, she's doing a much better job than last time.
She's doing way better
I'm
acting.
talking to Mikey, I need to laugh. I'm talking to Donnie, I better have a serious conversation. I'm talking with Leo, I better be, going over plans. Oh, look, Raph's here, I better be, oh no, scared of Raph. Cause
I don't know how to talk to Raph.
She don't give a fuck.
In this one, she seemed better. She seemed way better.
Maybe she got criticized with her acting ability in the second movie.
Good.
And they said, hey,
act.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
In which case, so
we get back into the past where Raphael is enjoying the natural environment and nature and stuff.
Nope, we're not there yet.
No, definitely not.
They're sneaking into the fucking
Yeah, they
castle.
got to sneak into the castle now.
Remember, they have April when he does that.
Because they've got a free April.
Yeah. So they're standing
She's
outside.
in prison.
There's the caravan going back through. They're all sitting around.
Then why the hell do I have turtles fighting already then?
Because the turtles did fight.
Fighting is down in the jail cells.
Yeah, that's in the jail cells.
Oh,
that's where we are right now.
Yeah. You may have just accidentally
before we did that, before we went
to
to the fight, and they were called in and everything, and that guy came up and called Raph an ugly lump of dung.
Oh, technically we're not there yet. Technically, Leo goes, why do you have to be so sarcastic? It's in my nature.
Yeah.
Sarcasm is in your nature, not I'm the asshole fucking temper tantrum. Okay.
That's the best explanation you're going to get why Raph is Raph.
Yeah.
Raph makes.
And once again, we're back to, oh, hey, did you hear what that guard called you? Oh, you better look out.
The dumbest
He's mad.
fucking face in the whole movie belonged to Raph.
Yep. Fucking eyeballs going in 3 different directions.
Dumbest looking fucking motherfucking face. Leo looks dumb. But holy shit, Raph ate the pie. He didn't take the cake.
Hey, that actor got that one part screen time. He made every bit of it count.
Dude, them animatronics were fucking malfunctioning.
And now that we're downstairs and
remember, those 2 guards come up and while Donnie and Raph are talking, and then Raph, being Raph, is like, man, fuck this. And he fucking knocks them both out.
Yeah.
How about Sayonara?
Yep.
So,
believe it or not, wasn't that the first action the Turtles had was Raph knocking 2 guards out?
Yeah,
yes.
and I didn't even count it, but yeah.
And then we go inside
because
the jail.
Then now we go downstairs, to which, get out of here. You get out of here too.
And then Raph,
look at me, look at me. Wet Willy time.
Oh my fucking god!
And that guy's like, what?
We waited 40 motherfucking minutes for the first fight scene and got Wet Willy time.
Dude, I don't know.
Followed by the only person allowed to use weapons is Donnie.
I don't know if that was a throwback
the guard.
from Army
of
of Darkness.
The guard, yes.
But you remember how
we had that fun little guard moment.
And 2 fingers
I would say it's not, but yeah, I get what you mean.
You remember when those skeletons poke Ash in the eye in Army of the Dead? They just came out of nowhere?
Yeah, in Army of Darkness.
Army of the Dead. My God, Army of Darkness.
And then the entire fight that followed that was all slapstick comedy. It wasn't a fight scene. I refuse to call it a fight scene.
Can we
it
talk
wasn't.
about the fucking corny-ass fucking sound effects?
That's what I'm getting at.
You mean like when the guard goes to do the fucking jump kick into Donnie's face and he takes a step back and the guard slams his face into the wall? Because the guard is apparently so fucking stupid he doesn't realize, oh, hey, we're in a prison cell. with low ceilings and major support since the shit is made out of bricks and stone. Look out for the supports.
Oh, dude, by this
Clang,
by this,
fucking frying pan
by
sound.
this time, Bill, I was almost completely checked
Dude,
out.
the fucking fight scene is all slapstick. And you know how I knew it was going to be slapstick? Because when they first came downstairs, they had the audacity to fucking call out the fact that they were about to do a fucking Three Stooges fight.
Yes.
Oh, look, it's Larry, Curly, and Moe.
Followed by Wet Willie time. And then couple kicks, couple punches, few kicks, bunch of people knocking their own goddamn selves
A whole
out.
bunch of dumb sound effects.
Where the smartest person in here was the prison guard putting himself into the cage and lifting himself back up.
Yeah, but it's still a joke.
Yeah, it was, because they even made fun of it. They're like, man, look at him.
The whole fucking
He can
thing
actually
is a
lift
joke.
that thing up.
We're 40 fucking minutes in. We haven't had one real fight scene yet in a fucking Ninja Turtles movie.
Actually, I don't even think it was 40 minutes.
The movie's only an hour and a half.
Yeah. And we're halfway done with it.
I
We
thought it
just
was more
saved
like 20
April.
minutes in.
We just saved April. We got to be about
Yeah.
halfway through the movie.
Yeah, we just slid down where they dump the piss and shit bucket.
Oh, I got something for that.
Followed by Donnie's actor legitimately falling over in costume and April legitimately having to pick his ass up.
Shouldn't those guys be stacked up on top of each other from falling down there?
Yes.
Technically
But they're
speaking,
not.
yes.
How do they end up in a row?
Because I don't give a fuck enough to even bother with it. Each turtle weighed enough to fucking fly down at a different velocity.
I'll accept it.
That's all I got. I don't give a fuck.
I'll accept it if it keeps this thing moving.
Exactly.
Oh no, I guess
I'll
I didn't
accept
buy
it if it
Turtles
keeps
3.
this thing
Piss,
moving.
never mind. I bought Turtles 1 and Turtles 2. Shit.
Where on earth did they fall into? Because not Casey fucking got separated big time.
Yeah.
He was like way the fuck over.
That's what I mean. They all landed in different spots.
When they shouldn't have.
Yeah, they should have all been. To be fair, not Casey should be dead.
He should have landed and then had literally April and then 3 fucking heavy turtles. Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Falling from who knows what distance.
Oh,
to be fair.
they don't specify how far they fell.
Right.
Yeah.
We just know they slid and then fell.
Far enough that when they come back later, which technically we're not there yet, but they actually have to scale the fucking wall.
Yeah, that's true,
to
they
get
do.
back into
They had to use
where they
cat claws.
went out.
Oh shit! April should be dead too.
They had to use
Yeah.
cat claws to scale back up. He's right.
Yep. So April and not Casey are dead
So technically, that's a 2 to 3 story fall.
because
Help. I'm a turtle and I can't get up.
Yep.
okay, but have you actually seen a real life turtle like on its shell? It really cannot get up.
He's humanoid. I
Yeah.
don't care.
If the turtles can flip while being on their back in the first movie,
That's true.
Yes.
I'm only going to make one suggestion. Maybe because he was wearing samurai armor.
Sure.
Enough said.
Why the fuck not?
That's all I can think of.
Well, that's okay, because now everybody's in the woods taking a bath next to
Yeah.
a waterfall. And a
April showing leg.
pristine, clear lake makes me want to migrate.
Raph, turtles don't migrate. Those are
I got a beak, don't I?
But I will give that credit. That
To
you-
which case, then, the villagers, who are supposed to be the, quote, good guys, now get fought
Yeah.
with
Hold on.
Leo swinging swords
Well-
and Raph stabbing with sais
Well, let me ask you.
because
Okay,
they're
by the
good
way-
guys.
But before that, we had a Legorama,
Yeah.
and they swinged.
But here's
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
know.
At least, okay, the whole raft, that tranquil fucking moment, looking at the water, how clear it is, they're from New York.
Yes.
There ain't no clear motherfucking water.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
So, him actually seeing that was something like, that's awesome. Look how calm it is here. No beer cans.
Is it strange to anybody else that they cut all the actual fight out of this movie, devoid it of any fucking personality and attitude whatsoever, but the turtles are allowed to sexually hit on April at every turn of the movie?
Can I also mention that?
Well,
can I also mention that not
I mean,
not
technically
Casey
for-
sucks at fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, they struggled. He struggled with that one man while the turtles were beating everybody's ass. He's over
No,
like,
technically he's fighting off like two dudes because then April's like, okay, I've had enough of this shit, and joins the fight.
No matter how much Future Casey sucks in this movie, Future Casey can take on two fucking guys.
I don't know. I don't see any proof of that.
Yeah, that's true.
I seen him fight nobody.
Oh, no, he beat Tatsu, and Tatsu's supposed to be a master.
No, he means in this movie.
In this movie,
exactly.
He didn't do shit.
He fucking.
Guess what he did? He turned on TV.
He fucking retired.
Yeah, he turned on the TV, and then he rounded up a bunch of dudes from a bar saying, "Hey, we got to go. I'm out of money. We can't afford shots anymore. Let's go." Back when a shot was like $1.50 and a beer was like 90 cents.
Yeah, but minimum wage was also like $4.
That's true. That's true.
Times were tough in the 90s.
And Casey had to get a job being a garbage man because oops is his only skill.
Because shit, man, my first job at minimum wage was like I made like $6.50 something.
Yep.
Yeah.
$6.50.
Yep.